Hey everyone, this is Anton Taranenko on my YouTube channel, and today we'll show you the current construction stage at our ANTA Canggu project. I'm joined by Alexander Nesterenko. He's our lead engineer, PTO manager, and PTO engineer, who today will be explaining with me the current stage of each floor. So, let's go. So, regarding the walls, as far as I know, we're already doing quite a good job. Additionally, we're using red brick. I'll explain why we're not using white block and why we've given preference to this specific material.
Well, unfortunately, in Indonesia, it's very hard to find good quality white aerated concrete blocks. The maximum we found there was 250, which is 2.5 megabytes. We switched to red brick because they withstand loads up to 10 megabytes. Plus, we reinforce every 4 rows with lintels, trying our best to parallelize processes.
Regarding the execution of the exterior facades, what percentage is complete? More than half?
Absolutely. I'd say 60 to 65%.
All right then. I suggest we go up a bit higher and take a look at how things are progressing up there. Sash, so we're either on the 5th floor or the very rooftop of our magnificent complex here. What has already been accomplished, and what kind of work is planned for the future?
If we are talking about Block 2, we have completed 100% installation of metal structures. In Block 3, we've completed the anchoring for the bases of our roof's columns. You can also see in the background, we've already begun storing our outdoor air conditioning units. The next stages involve marking out the future foundations, which are essentially pedestals designed to effectively dampen the vibration of our air conditioners, and then connecting them to the main network.
Okay, could you please tell me about the roof? When will the 3rd section of the roof be installed on the 3rd tower?
At this very moment, our 3rd roof is already in transit, making its journey from China, and then will require an additional 2 weeks.
That is to say, approximately by mid-October, we should have this process finished.
Yes, the installation of the metal structures will be completed. Then we have painting and the tent stretching.
So, these are our interior stories. I see we're still using aerated concrete, right?
We use it for interior partitions, and specifically, primarily, between the corridor and the unit.
Okay, but I'm looking and we're still increasing the distance between them. Because damn, just look at this wall. So the audibility will be quite minimal.
Yes, well, the sound insulation of aerated concrete is better than that of bricks. That's why we switched.
We have all these internal partitions.
As for the internal partitions, I'd say we're looking at about 15 to 20%.
How quickly are we increasing? I'm looking. Right now, we're on the 4th floor block.
Basically, on each floor, we have work currently underway. And what happens is, on every floor and every block, we have completely different teams, which means all of our work is progressing in parallel. In any case, we must use brick because it adjoins the doors. There must be more load-bearing capacity. Unfortunately, aerated concrete is not enough, so we can't do it that quickly. Currently, the installation of horizontal electrical trays has been completed 100% across the entire site.
Okay, so next will be the cable installation, routing, and the full...
Now we are expecting the primary delivery of our cables and will be routing them through the corridors.
And these red and black pipes, what exactly do we have them for?
The red pipes are for our fire suppression system. Black pipes are for our water supply system.
So, we've started work in this area. What percentage of our fire protection and water supply is completed?
Fire safety. If we exclude all test protocols and physical work, we can confidently say that we've completed 70 to 75% of the entire site. We've recently started laying out water lines, but they're not yet connected to the main system.
We are now in our typical unit here. This is the superior. Could you please tell me what work has already been completed and in what specific format? When we'll be able to transform this unit into a proper show unit to demonstrate not only to our workers how to, let's say, simply copy-paste and thereby increase the quantity and overall volume, but also for us to fully understand ourselves how accurately and effectively we have selected the materials.
We'll begin with the engineering systems. Specifically, our ventilation has been completed 100%. That includes the air ducts, the air conditioner itself. Our electrical wiring has also been 100% installed. All that remains here is just that, period. For the engineering systems, we have a fire system, sprinklers are installed here, tests were conducted, we ran it into the system, water pressure at 25 megabytes. And also, we've completed the internal masonry of walls, partitions, both between rooms and for the bathroom. And you can also currently see the masonry of our glass block.
And what about the finishing work? I see you've already started testing the panels. Am I understanding this correctly? The first panel is already being installed, so what will happen next overall? Well, I'll tell you about the technology. We are using a fire-resistant foam adhesive for bonding to the monolithic structures.
Our next stages, following the production of the panels, will be to install all of the furniture, the ceilings, and then we'll be moving on to the final stretch.
All right, thank you very much. We are currently on the 4th floor of the first block. I'm looking at the pool's basin, which is now completely ready. What are the next stages of work going to be?
At this very moment, we are standing on the slab of the overflow tank for our main pool. The next work to be carried out in the near future will be the floor slab for the technical room. Currently, you can see the rebar for the future columns of the technical room. Our technical room will be 1.5 meters high, almost level with the pool.
So, as I understand it, the roof in this particular part, in this section, has already been fully completed. The installation of all the metal structures is now 100% ready. Our very next stage will be the painting and the subsequent installation of the awning. Guys, thank you so much for watching this entire episode until the very end. And to all the investors of the ANTA Canggu project, thank you for following, commenting, and sharing this video. If you wish to become an investor, join our chat, and our managers will certainly explain everything. We are very meticulous about construction quality, and we want to show you every stage so you can see from start to finish how we create a dream hotel in Bali.